Welcome into ESPN FC Extra Time. Got the full crew here. We've got Gab Marcotti on board, which is just as well because we start.
Got the flowers as well.
Start very much here. We've got the shrubbery.
Well, I'm not sure how much shrubbery's there, but it's rubbery.
It's wilting. It's wilting a little.
Rubbery, maybe not shrubbery.
The fierce glare. Gab, Josh wants to know what's going on with Italian football. Question mark. Napoli and Inter out of the Champions League. AC Milan out of the Europa League. What needs to change? Question mark.
Oh boy, sit back and relax.
The floor is yours, sir.
Oh man.
Well, I think we're on an upward trend in Serie A and have been for some time. And I think the reality is, while a lot of people were disappointed with the outcomes for Inter and Napoli, the fact is they're going out of Europe with the exact same points and goal difference as the teams that eliminated them, Liverpool and Spurs. So, look, it's a long road back. Serie A isn't on a par with La Liga or the Premier League and won't be anytime soon. But I think there's obvious signs of progress, and you know, I wouldn't get too bent out of shape about it. We're a lot better off than we were 2, 3, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Juventus might just win it, and
They might well.
it'll,
Yeah.
you know, that'll kind of go away.
Well, we do tend to
Although they have been to a final, they have been to a few finals, really.
Yeah.
Just haven't quite got over the line.
We do tend to leap in there and think, you know, clubs' exits from European competition
It
means
can happen.
there's something wrong with the league.
It's good to give Gab a hard time as well.
Yeah.
That's
No,
always fun.
Pretty much. There you go. Now we're talking.
There were some pretty fine margins in some of those some of those exits. Serie A fans, Craig? Well, what about them? There's plenty of them.
Is that a question? No, I'm sorry. What?
What about Serie A fans,
Have you been
Craig?
sniffing those flowers? So, Craig, Serie A fans. Yeah, what?
Well, hey,
Yes, most of them are Italian.
what about it?
Listen, it is fine margins, particularly in the Champions League. People seem to, particularly on social media, people seem to get very hung up about correlating teams going out with the state of a league.
Yeah.
It's not always the case.
No, it isn't. It really isn't. We're very quick to jump to that, aren't we? But,
What's coming now? Give me
we're moving on. That's what we're doing.
Liga fans?
Hey, what about him?
Eredivisie fans, Craig.
Yeah, what you want to know? PSV are flying.
Alisson and De Gea, can they really be compared?
Alisson De Gea? Who's that?
Remember Alisson Moye, this is Alisson and De Gea. Any keeper is going to concede goals with a shambolic defence. De Gea has made many more saves. Says Adam Larson. So
what's the question?
I'm not sure if there's a question.
Are you anointing?
Can they really be compared?
People are kind of anointing Alisson all of a sudden for having a great season as a better goalkeeper than De Gea.
Yeah.
Which
Which one is better? For
I
you?
did it
Straight up.
straight up.
Yeah.
Right now, I think Alisson's playing better.
Yeah.
Right now, I
Is he
think
the better
Alisson.
keeper though? I mean,
Well,
intrinsically, is he the better keeper?
like he suits Liverpool better.
Okay.
If that makes a whole
No.
lot.
No, that's a lot of dancing. Is what that
Yeah,
is.
no, but
Right.
what they ask him to do is, for instance, I don't think many keepers could do what Ederson does for City. I don't think many could do what Alisson does for Liverpool. It's a different ask. You're playing with your feet a whole lot more. I'm not sure David De Gea could do that.
Shaq.
Yeah.
If you're picking a goalkeeper, who are you picking? That's
Right
it.
now, Alisson.
All right.
That's what I said.
There you go.
All right.
That's simple. You didn't have to qualify your comments and
right,
classify
right.
them and dance.
By the way, Ederson does the footwork better than any goalkeeper. No,
Yeah.
that's quite incredible what he does in terms of his passing.
Yeah.
I mean, scary stuff. Serie A fans, what do you think?
What about them?
Gab, you want to weigh in on Alisson versus De Gea? Who would you take right now?
I think it's hard to separate Alisson from his defense, but it's also funny that Roma's defense basically became terrible after he left, and Liverpool's defense became really good after he joined. I'm still might just lean De Gea but the thing about De Gea is, I think he makes more big mistakes than Alisson does, while also perhaps making more difficult saves.
All right. Moving right along.
Okay. All right.
From the wonderfully named Petke Did Nothing Wrong, Ali, why is Pity Martinez moving from River Plate to Atlanta? As a player, do you view playing in MLS as more prestigious than playing for one of the biggest teams in South America?
But I do think,
Question mark.
I do think it's a strong statement for Major League Soccer that a guy like Pity Martinez, who was just an outstanding player for River Plate, and we saw him in Copa Libertadores final, and they just won Copa Libertadores final, and he was one of the guys that led that team through that tournament, that he makes the choice to come to Major League Soccer, and more specifically to Atlanta United. I think that speaks highly of Major League Soccer. Now, what I think it also does is that in some ways it shows a path. Miguel Almirón did the same thing, and he eventually is going to go somewhere else. Pity Martinez may come here and use it as a springboard somewhere else. Being a league that is a showcase league, or a transition league, if you will, is a good thing, and it's a step forward for Major League Soccer. It doesn't mean that Atlanta United is better than River Plate. It doesn't mean that Atlanta United has more tradition than River Plate, or any of those things. But what it does mean is that there is a pathway that players are now choosing to come to MLS and perhaps use it to go somewhere else.
A pathway that Tata Martino probably had a part to play in, and he's not going to be there anymore. So,
Where's he going?
Serie A,
Mexico.
He's going to, yeah. All right, well, he's hasn't confirmed that yet, but we think.
Was that another? Is it a Greg Berhalter confirmation?
Yeah.
Is it one of those?
Yeah, well, yes.
Have they done their homework properly?
Well, Mexico.
Yeah.
Well,
US.
they've been after a manager for long enough, haven't they? You think they have?
Look, I think that Martino's gone, right? So, and then Atlanta United now has to make a decision as to who they bring in. And
Stevie?
probably not. He may not be at top of the list.
Yeah.
Although Stevie was successful and a very good manager to play for.
Yeah, but he's too busy cutting the grass these days.
Yeah,
Fixing stuff.
now
They don't have good mints. They don't have good mints down in Atlanta.
I can tell you
Your
that
former teammate Scalotto is going to be in that conversation.
potentially, and I would say about Stevie is that the numbers and the analytics and all those things that people give us a lot of importance to nowadays, those things do not match Stevie whatsoever. But he was a heck of a manager to play for.
Yeah, absolutely. The last question I think we can just skip over.
No, why is that? What does it say?
It says,
You want me to read it?
can Adrian do a push-up?
Well, can Adrian do a
Well,
push-up?
that's a question. That's a question.
I believe that this is something that we should see.
We found out that Dan can't do a push-up yesterday, which is what probably prompted this.
Well, he certainly can't do one today. Because we know where he is.
We challenged Dan to do a push-up yesterday, and he refused.
We can't reveal why Dan.
Can you do a push-up,
couldn't do
Adrian?
one today. Well, I think I can.
I think you can do 10.
10.
I think you could do
I'll
more.
settle for one. I'm happy with just the one.
I think you could do more than you
What's
could.
the outside? Are my odds greater than Man United's to win at Liverpool?
What was it?
Which was 5.
You called it Busted Douglas.
if you can't-
You said Manchester United had a Busted Douglas chance.
42 to 1. I don't know if I can do
I don't
10.
know. I don't know a man on.
But where is this going to
Pretty
take
certain.
place?
Have I got to
we
come
need
in
to
front
Got to go in front so the camera can see.
Right.
I don't know.
Here we go.
I don't know a man on earth that can't.
Presenters push-up challenge.
No,
Is there
what I
any-
want you to do.
any particular
wait,
form?
Yes. When you come up,
Yeah.
you've got to clap your hands. I'm being serious.
All right.
Let's see what you
Let's
got.
do one. Let's go one.
One more.
A lot of curvature going on.
Jesus.
I love the back.
Yeah, there's a lot of curvature.
There's some teeth marks on the floor right there.
No,
You
they're
left some teeth marks.
That's my teeth. I dropped them.
It was more like the warm dance that you were doing.
You got to work. You got to
Oh,
work.
man.
You got to work in your clap.
Yeah, no, the clapping.
Oh,
the
goodness
clapping,
me, that was-
that was a surprise element you threw in there. I've never tried that with the clap. I've never tried the push-up.
I can't do any of them now. But have you tried the one-arm one with the hand behind the back?
Oh, you're just doing it all sorts now.
You're going to try to hurt him now.
Oh my God.
You got to be super fit to do it. I can't.
Gab, over to you. We'll come back to you.
Hey, we almost went into the concussion protocol there for a second. Goodness.
Gab, you missed that. Goodness.
You wouldn't have been allowed on the show for 3 weeks.
Be glad you missed it, Gab. Be
But you went in confident, though.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that was.
I thought the question was a push-up. There wasn't.
No, yeah, you completed that.
You're an overachiever. You're an overachiever.
Somewhere Stevie Nichol's at home watching this now, and he's trying that.
And it's not happening.
And what's happening is the default position is if it doesn't work, he's got a large plate of potatoes and mince here. So when he does fall,
it's a win-win.
he just goes home.
Goodness, I wasn't expecting to see that today.
Time to go rest up, recuperate after that.
now remember you've got a golf membership next year, so don't be screwing that up.
I may just have ruined it.
But, yeah.
You almost kill yourself doing a push-up.
That was so good.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Next show, sadly, Ali will be on. Hey!
How many push-ups?
Apparently by myself.
I'm going to be lying down in a dark room. So
Oh, goodness me.